24/7.
We on.
You're listening to Philly Funk Radio.
Turn me on, turn me on, turn me on.
Live from Philadelphia, PA.
All right. Good evening, everybody. You are checking us out live on the Philly Live Show right here on Philly Funk Radio. And you cannot see me for some odd reason, and I don't know why, but here we go. I'm right here. Hi, everybody. All right. So we're going to go straight to our guest. As always, we have Van Stone, and he's the one that's going to be bringing us in. Van, how you doing tonight?
I'm all right. I'm trying to loosen it up. Hey, this is a wonderful day. Today is a special show. Welcome, everyone. I'm Van Stone, of course, the face behind the voice, and I have to remind our new listeners as well always that I bring out the face behind the voice because for many years on radio, I was on radio, national radio, local radio, and you cannot see the host when they're on the radio. So now you finally get to see what I look like. I'm an older guy now, but I used to be a young guy when I was doing radio back then. Anyway, welcome to Philly Funk Radio, and
I gotta mute everybody.
we're with Power WBSR 1360. This is radio, television, live, and we're on Facebook and YouTube, and we're just enjoying our new viewers and listeners. On top of that, we're going to give our shout out as a regular to our states, Virginia and California. We are live in Cali and we're live in Philly. Okay, today is Thursday, guys. The weather is beautiful here. It's been so hot. It's been crazy, unbearable. But finally, we've got a nice breeze to go to work. And if you're not working, then you can just chill and step outside and enjoy yourself.
Real quick. Whoever has something playing in the background, please mute it.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably you, Warren, as usual. turn that gospel stuff off.
Well, just for now.
It's every week Warren comes on, he got his stuff back. Anyway, thank you, Jerry. So like I said, this is a special show. I'm going to do a roll call, but I'm going to leave the last but not least to my two special guests. They're my family. I've got my two nieces on here. One is my niece, and the other one is my niece. I'll put it to you that way. But they're part of the program, and they're going to join the show on a regular. And I'm really excited because they have two entrepreneur things going on. They are Black women. And that's wonderful. Of course, we're Black Philadelphia, Black America. We're pro-Black, all day long. And I'm just really excited. They're going to talk a little bit about, some things we got going on with the Van Stone Center here, 5037 Walnut Street, second floor. I kind of hate saying all this stuff, guys. It seems like that's all we're doing is throwing out advertising stuff when we're not. But we just have to make these announcements so everybody knows what's going on. All right, roll call. Today, we got Jerry Wilson, of course, my man on the board, running everything. We've got Harold Carter. That's my right-hand man with all the business. What's up? Okay. We've got Warren Bloom, always former candidate for mayor 2024. He's here in the building. And Whitney Hickson. I'm telling you, Whitney, that's my girl. I found out some nice things about her yesterday, Thursday, a couple of days ago, whatever. She really got it going on. All our women look good. And Whitney Hickson, of course, proved that. She came to a very important meeting this week. And she had a sidekick, side piece, or whatever you want to call it. But, I mean, very handsome guy, gentleman. And, we're just glad to have Whitney with us as well. The chef, she deals with our food and beverages industry. and I'm going to use that to slide right in. So, my two nieces. One we have is Tyrena, who's my niece, and she has a restaurant there. Hopefully, we'll get her at 60th and Chestnut Street in West Philadelphia. It's not brand new, but it's brand new to me. It's a takeout restaurant, and hopefully, we'll get her live. If not, guys, we have a plan. Me and Jerry Wilson, we're going to sneak out there, and we're going to do a little something so that we'll have some segments for her, on our next show. And of course, last but not least, and great popular is Amina. This is my other niece, and she has a very interesting concept for entrepreneur pushing the brand of her baby girl. She has a baby girl. She's very highly intelligent for her age. I met her, and we hold a nice conversation. I gave her a pound, throw your hands like this. And she was on top of things. So, guys, we're going to start with all this with Amina first, because I really want to bring Amina in. Of course, we got James Gore. I didn't forget him. James, he's the pro wrestler, information guy with sports. He's with us, too. Okay, Amina, if you're there, let's go to you first. Are you there, Amina?
I am here.
All right. So I want to talk to you and let all our viewers and listeners, we got close to 200,000 out here who's really going to be introduced to you first time with us. Tell us just a little bit about what you got going on with the brand and why I'm so excited, because you're dealing with not with just children, you're dealing with adults, and you got this magical fantasy thing that you're turning into reality, which can really be great in sales and all kind of other things, and of course usefulness. So let us know, what is this all about, Amina?
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for having me. I am Amina, and my company is Cultivating Classic Creative Design Company. So that's my business. I have been a creative designer for over 15 years. I offer services to individuals and business owners. So I have collected and accumulated catalogs worth of inventory from my creative design business, from doing events, marketing events for individuals and businesses over the years. So now I just offer catalog services to individuals, from rentals, anything that you need, whether it's a marketing event for your business, a birthday party. I offer a catalog where individuals go through and they choose the things that they want, and I deliver, they pick up. But now, over the last 3 to 4 years, I ventured into offering business to business services. So I'm basically a business who helps build businesses from 2 different areas. So I love strategy and I love creative design. So not only do I like to build businesses from a branding and marketing perspective, but I also love strategy. So for instance, my daughter, she is the ultimate creative, and she's 7 years old. And for the last 3 years, and for the last 3 to 4 years, she has been dreaming about the things that she wants to do. She does everything from making accessories, making her own clothing. She's an artist. She's been featured in her school district art shows for the last 3 years. She does pop-up shops. She does a lot. So what I did is I sat down and I created her a marketing plan, a business plan, and a financial plan. And that's what I do for businesses on a strategic level. So I helped her create the business from the ground level, but then I also, on the creative design aspect, I help her execute in real life. So I take her ideas of what she wants to do and I turn them into interactive experiences, which is where the Van Stone Foundation comes in, because what we do is we go and find different vending and pop-up opportunities where we can market her brand. And now we're looking for a more of a stable location where individuals can know we're always at. And God aligned me and Van through Tyrena, and we're very excited to work with him. He likes to call her shop a Please Touch Museum. Because she's a Shop for Me Please is the name of her company, and it's a platform to be able to take all of her creative endeavors and grow with her. Right now, she focuses on being a personal shopper for children's lifestyle needs. Most people just thinking about shopping, clothes, accessories. Yes, she does that, but we have a huge vision. We have a vision from turning this not just into a retail aspect, but taking it and turning it into a foundation where now she's teaching other children how to build businesses. She's teaching other children exactly what she has done. She has aspirations of turning it into a podcast, all of those things. So she has the ideas. I take her thoughts, I transform them into strategy, and then the creative design aspect, I take it and I turn them into real life experiences. So children and family together, when they come up to our different pop-up or vending opportunities, it's always a wow factor. It's always a factor where the parents are not only shopping, but the children are busy because they're feeling the things, they're touching the things, they're able to build things and make things on spot. Every vending and pop-up opportunity we do, it's always a different experience. We use the different holidays, the different school ideas to take those things and turn them into real life experiences. Elena does about, on average, 8 to 10 pop-ups a year. And we are currently based in Montgomery County. So a lot of the things that we've been doing have been in Montgomery and Bucks County, but I am a West Philadelphia native, born and raised. So we're trying to now navigate back down to the city where we can actually touch the individuals who we really want to make a difference in.
Okay.
So that's in a nutshell.
Yeah. So, and I mean,
Wait, I can ask a question. What
Yes,
part
go
of
ahead.
Montgomery County are you in?
Hatboro,
Okay, because I'm from Abington. That's why I asked.
right down the street.
Yep.
So Hatboro, Jenkintown, Horsham, Hatboro, right there.
Okay.
I'm in Norristown and Lansdale for work, so I can reach out too.
Love it.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. And I was going to throw it to the panel anyway, guys. I mean, because I really like the fact that you're mentioning your daughter's name, and here, that's what we do. We want people to know about the specialty of children, and especially since, you know, she's so young, and of course she's a young Black daughter, which is wonderful. The visual arts aspect of that, can you give us just a little more of what are they going to see that they'll be pleased to touch or work with? I mean,
Can you guys hear me?
yes, we hear you.
So do you remember back in the day, the reason why we all wanted to, as children, wanted to go to Toys R Us?
Okay.
Because we wasn't able to just buy the stuff. We was able to play with the stuff and touch it before we actually purchased it. And for us, it's not just about providing a product, it's about providing education and experience. So when we have pop-up shops, there's always hands-on activities. Again, we use the seasons and we align things that's going on with the school districts to duplicate those type of experiences into a in-person experience. So for example, when you come into our pop-up shops or our vending, me as a creative designer, I take it and I built her like mini stores. So most people, when they think of vending, they think of an individual just having a table, and that's right, but we take the table to a different level. So we grab the eye, and when the children come in, their eye go to something that they can touch immediately. And again, dependent on the event that we do, it's different things. Like in our neighborhood, we do something really big for Easter. And we take the borough hall and we turn it into what they call it like sections, where every 6 feet there's a different table of activity that's correlated with the holiday, but it's also learning. So they do like an egg hunt, but the egg hunt is sight words. So in order to put the eggs together, they got to match the words. The children who get put all of the sight words together the most, they get a prize, things of that nature. So we make it fun, we make it educational. So again, every holiday or every season, or what correlates to the like the school system, we take those things and we turn them into activities. So it's like centers. Just like my daughter makes accessories. When most of our pop-up shops, they have an area where they can create their own accessories. My daughter actually hands-on teaches them. And then while they're busy, the parents, their eyes are just caught in at the presentation, and they're also shopping. So she's a product-based business, but she also gives free services hands-on, where the children are not only doing activities, but there's photo ops. There's things where they're scanning and interacting. Sometimes we have like where they scan and they're actually playing games on their phone. So we try to touch the 5 senses: sight, touch, hear, all of those things. So when you come in, and most of the time when I say you come in, but most of the time it's walking up to a table. But instead of one booth, we typically purchase 2 booths so we can take it to a different level. But I always say that I can show you better than I can tell you, which is why I'm so excited to partner with Van Stone to take and create these in-house experiences at the Van Stone Foundation, because whatever I'm telling you, you won't actually get until you see it.
And we really appreciate that. I'm going to go to Jerry, but before I do, tell us your daughter's name once again, because all our viewers and listeners got to get used to her name. What's her name? Armina, what's your daughter's name?
She's on mute.
Elena Marie.
There we go. Hey, there's the start.
Hi.
Okay, welcome to the show. Guess what? We want to hold you there. We're going to go to Jerry and take a break, and then we're going to come back. Jerry?
All right. So, yeah, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back.
I debate all day. It's what I do. But there are some things that are undebatable, like your mental health. I was in a dark place when my brother passed away in a car accident. I was depressed in ways I never imagined. I reached out, and my sisters came, my pastor, my therapist. They helped me get through it. I found that the more I spoke up, the healthier my mind became. When you love your mind, you can go so much further. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org.
All right. And we are back. We got about 12 minutes left, oddly enough. So we're going to pass it back to Van. And
all right. Thank you. So just for our viewers and listeners who just joined us, of course, this is Philly Live, and it's Cali Live, and we're here in Philadelphia, West Philadelphia. Of course, I'm Van Stone, the face behind the voice. And you are listening and viewing Philly Funk Radio. Check out the radio station at phillyfunkradio.com or www.phillyfunkradio.com. They keep forgetting that we've got the top skills when it comes to music. And we've been working on what we used to do a long time ago, Jerry. Remember we used to do those music video shows? Yeah, exactly. Remember you were the king of that.
Yeah, I worked with several people who shall go nameless at this time.
Yeah, stop being Donnie Simpson humble, because really you you know that you used to have it going on television here, local television. Throw a couple of stations out there. We had the music video going on.
Well, I used to work, of course, I mentioned last time, I used to work for Urban Expressions back in the mid-'90s with Ed Box, Shelly, Rise, all them. Big shout-outs. Also used to do work with Comcast. Mm-hmm. Suburban Cable, which turned into something else. I think it's all Comcast now.
Right.
But yeah, I actually did a little bit of,
took over everything.
Yeah, they took over everything. I also did a little work with Channel 6 and Channel 3 as well back in the day.
Okay. All right. So we're working on bringing back our own music video show. That's another show, and of course, you know, I'm always in a battle with Jerry about that. When I want to do something, he's like, "Oh no, you can't do this, can't do that," and I'm like, "Yes, we will find a way." So, with that in mind, we have Warren Bloom with us, of course, on the show. We're throwing out the roll call. We have Harold Carter.
10 minutes, by the way.
E. Hickson, she's with us. We have James Gore. I don't know, James, are you there? We still didn't hear from you, at least a shout out or recognize that you're there. Okay, still working on. James, there you go. Okay, is that you, James?
Yes, it is.
All right, man. We wanted you to get that roll call and shout out. Don't go away, James. Before we're going to talk to you, I want to bring in the announcement of course, our first time guest here was going to be a regular part of our show. Amina, of course, and her lovely daughter. I got these two double nieces there on the show. And we're waiting for my other niece, Tarina. She owns the restaurant at 60th and Chestnut Street. And I want to really let her formally introduce that. So just in case, we're just mention her. She's a part of the show. And maybe, maybe you can give us a little more information about the restaurant, just short and to the point. Stand in her place, you and your daughter, and just mention a little bit about it. And then we're going to go to the next topic.
Absolutely. So Tarina Jackson, she is the owner of Zenful Treats by King's Cafe Restaurant, located at 54th South 60th Street. Currently, Zenful Treats is a takeout restaurant, but when you walk in, it's so beautiful, you may not want to leave. Tarina, I would say her family's background is in culinary, so she's been surrounded by it her entire life. And she decided to take the leap of faith and start her own business, but she started selling platters out of her kitchen 2 weeks before COVID hit. She took the leap. She said, I'm going to start what I can. She put up a flyer. 2 weeks later, the world shut down and she did not stop. And since then, she has traveled into the catering business, where she caters for local universities like Girard College, Arcadia. She also specializes in creating experiences for private dinners. So she goes into individuals' homes and she creates a private dinner experience. And now she's at the point where she actually has her entire whole restaurant, where she just came up on 1 year. And Tarina, again, is a local native. She is from Southwest Philadelphia. Born and raised. I've known her for over 20 years, and she's a definition of resilience, because I don't know anybody who has a story where they decided to jump off the ledge, go for their dreams, and the world shut down and they did not stop. So that is her. Check her out. She is open from Monday through Saturday from 12 to 8 each day. And again, I look forward to her coming on to be able to give you guys more of an understanding. But she's right now, she focuses on soul food and cuisine. I would say my favorite dish from her is the stuffed salmon. You won't be disappointed if you tried it. And also, again, she caters and she specializes in private dinners.
All right. Sounds good. Right. Amina, you are the official spokesperson. No one can say it better than you. Nice, smooth. I'm telling you, I know you've been doing this for years. You're a professional voice person, and we love to have you on the show. And of course, your daughter, she sounds just like you. Now, let me jump over to James Gore. James, what's up, my man? James, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we hear you loud and clear. So right. we're doing this section over here. We just want to do a tad bit with you. We brought you on the last show talking about professional wrestling and the history in Philly. Of course, Black pro wrestlers was our main thing, but I know you really pretty much not know them all, but you have really been around them doing the top of security and also just doing the trivia. So tell us what we need to know this week about pro wrestling, man, for our other viewers. We're trying to draw them in as well.
It's
briefly
this week because the biggest news is the Democratic convention.
Right.
And if you remember, the Republican convention had Hulk Hogan there.
Oh, yeah.
They thought they were balling, having a big star there, until we did this Democratic convention, the best I've ever seen. And now Hulk Hogan was on the microphone saying to the fans, do you want to see me slam Kamala Harris?
Oh, my goodness.
Do you want to see me body slam Kamala Harris? So that's in the news, too. And people have checked him on that. So his reply was, oh, that wasn't me. It was the beers talking.
Yeah.
That was his reply.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest news there in wrestling. You look it up, Hulk Hogan and what he said about Kamala Harris.
Okay. Well, what's your take on it since you brought it out? Then we'll pass it around the panel. We also have Whitney Hickson here with us too. So what's your take on that, James, since you put it up?
My take on it is the racism in Hulk Hogan is coming out. because his own daughter was dating some or one black guy at one time, and he was all up in arms about it. So, you know, the racism in him is coming out finally after all these years.
Wow.
We could expect it.
Yeah, that's
Right.
amazing. That's amazing. Let me throw it to, let me see, Warren, if he's there. If not, I want to throw that to Harold. You gotta comment on that.
Just the Hulk Hogan thing. I mean, if he's in the Trump camp, that's the way Trump camp moves. You know, they don't have any real agenda. It's all negative. Like we talked about a couple of weeks before,
Okay.
we're not giving them any energy. You know, they're using whatever tactics they can negatively, and like a bully, you know, just to try to get some votes. But Democrats just going to slam dunk them. It's pretty much over.
Well, just
Okay.
real quick, I wanted to talk briefly about you. Well, we had an event earlier this week at the new Van Stone Center, correct?
Yes, of course.
I'll bring that up, and I actually have some pictures that I'm going to show. Tell them about the event.
Okay, I'll tell you guys about the event while we will have a slide going along. So here's the thing. So we have a new site, and we had our first, I want to say, visit meeting from the community, which dealt with the food and beverage industry. And that's a big thing for us, which I'm really surprised that there's so many people that's into that. Of course, we have Amina, she's into food and beverage. We have Tyrena, she's into food and beverage. And so with Van Stone, we've already talked about herbal water, herbal tea, and, you know, we talk about fruits and vegetables. So that's all involved in the food and beverage industry. We had our guest speaker come, which was the Honorable Janie Blackwell, former councilwoman. She participated in the first meet. Groups discussed business. Somebody's background. You guys gotta mute your background, somebody. And, okay, so yep. Can you kill that background, Jerry? I don't know
Let
where.
me see, because we're about
Somebody
to.
hit background. They gotta hit mute. Okay, I guess we still don't realize who it is. So basically, we have, is that Warren?
Okay, that's all right. All right, that's all right.
Okay, who is?
That's it.
That's Warren.
That was
Background.
Warren. I killed him. I killed his audio.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
we're actually about to go anyway. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have everybody get their final thoughts because the video's about to run out.
All right. So we'll start with Harold Carter. What's your thoughts?
Just wanted to say thank you to the young folks that came on, your niece and your nieces.
Yes.
A lot of energy, a lot of power, and we're going to connect because I'm in a Montgomery County school district. So, yeah, good luck to you guys.
All right.
And continue for everybody. Get out the boat.
Okay, 30 seconds or less. Whitney Hickson, you got 30 seconds for us? What you got to say on your way out? Last thoughts of the day.
My thoughts of the day, yeah, like Harold said, we have to get out and vote. That was so totally disrespectful of Hulk Hogan. Somebody that I idoled when I loved wrestling as a kid. To hear him say that out his mouth, I just looked at him and said, Kamala's going to win this. I feel it in my bones. They just keep being so negative and just making more of the Democratic Party stronger.
Okay, James Gore, are you there? 30 seconds or less. What's your final thoughts?
My final thought is, besides the Hulk Hogan thing, this weekend and next weekend, there are two pay-per-views. This weekend on Sunday at 1 p.m., AEW from London, England, Wembley Stadium. And next weekend, I believe it's Saturday, 1 p.m., WWE, Bash in Berlin, Germany. That's why the times are at 1 p.m. They are actually live. 1 p.m. on Peacock, both of them.
Okay, appreciate that. Amina, 30 seconds or less. Give us your final thoughts. This is the first time doing this. Go. What you got?
Well, to piggyback off of for the election, I don't like the energy. I just wish that they brought more positivity because they have to remember that children are watching. And to contradict what we teach at home about kindness and certain things, I don't think they understand that they're contradicting themselves. And I wish that we would just take a different route. But I just cannot stand for anything that the Republican Party is standing for right now. And I just need this to be over, to be honest. And once again, thank you guys for having me, and I look forward to next week.
The next show. Okay, so I guess it's my turn. Warren is not in. Guys, listen, 30 seconds or less. We appreciate you, Black Philadelphians, primarily because we are really the hardest hitting all of this. And so I'm just encouraging everybody, you know, I re-registered to vote. What that means is I had to change my address. So if I was bold enough to do that, to get an address correction, if you haven't registered to vote or re-registered or whatever you need to do, please do that. This election is very significant and it's important. And, you know, as far as the Van Stone Center here in West Philadelphia, we are just excited. We're going to be open to as many things that you need. And follow us on the next show on the radio, on television, and on, you know, YouTube. All right, back to you, Jerry.
I'm still here.
Oh, well, yeah, Warren, you still here, but you got all that noise in the background. You got 10 seconds. You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Warren, unmute yourself.
All right, well, go on, Jerry. I can't hear him.
He's muted.
All right, Jerry, 10 seconds.
All right. Well, like you guys said, basically the Republicans, negative, the Democrats, positive. So you got a choice of negativity or positivity. I'm actually going to stay up tonight because I want to see Kamala Harris accept the nomination, and we're going to move forward.
Absolutely.
So, anyway, I would like to thank everybody for joining me, and we're going to have this one last PSA and have a wonderful evening.